And to be fair, both Hugh Freeze and Brent Venables, I think, were on the hot seat coming into this season.
Right.
But what a statement it was made for Brent Venables in this game earlier today. It felt like a real kind of inflection point, I think, because Oklahoma, let's not forget, started 3-0 on the season last year before they kind of limped to the finish line. But by now we've given John Mateer his flowers, and deservingly so. He's done an incredible job this year for this team.
For him.
Yeah, no question about it. But I'm not sure that he was the hero in this game. And maybe that speaks more to what this Oklahoma team is, Maddie, and what they can do this year.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Brent Venables is the head coach, and what does a defensive head coach want to do? He wants to win with his defense.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to give the offense too much credit. Now, it helps out when John Mateer is doing Superman-type things, but it's all about this right here. I mean, Mason Thomas, the hits on the quarterback. I mean, he was like Wolverine, coming out there on that hit. But just the constant barrage of pressures and fronts. Brent Venables really played a dangerous game today. He left Cam Coleman and Eric Singleton like on islands by themselves consistently. Gilroy, a young freshman corner for Oklahoma, was put on one of the best receivers in all of college football. Cam Coleman is as good as like a Jeremiah Smith. I'm telling you, he's that good. He's that caliber of football player. But the trust that Venables has in his unit to just say, hey, eventually we're going to get so many hits on the quarterback that he is going to get a little shy pulling the trigger. And he called that bluff, and it was great. David Stone played awesome. Boganowski on the safety position, he is a headhunter. Jaden Jackson was phenomenal. Kip Lewis and Skubie Mageza are phenomenal. And, of course, Mason Thomas is just like that cherry on top as the edge rusher there. He was an absolute just wrecking havoc there in the second half. He's the one that got the safety. He got that sack to start in the second half. But listen, he's playing a dangerous football game with the style he played. It paid off today. Can't wait to see how he adjusts to some of the other teams that they have on the schedule this year.
I mean, this is a quarterback that they had in their locker room that they got to go against. And something tells me that Brent Venables knew exactly what buttons to push against Jackson Arnold. He basically said, let me see you try to beat me by throwing the ball. We're not going to let you run the ball like you did to Baylor. We're going to come after you every single down. I mean, he was pressured on 46% of his passes. And on top of that, 10 sacks in this game, which is a school record. I mean, they were after him every single play. Now, granted, some of those times were Jackson Arnold's fault for him holding on to the ball. But now when I look forward towards Oklahoma, because they did their thing on defense. Offensively, yes, they have what John Mateer could be the best quarterback in college football and the Heisman favorite right now, but 32 net rushing yards in this game.
And who was the leading rusher? John Mateer. That's a problem for me. I don't know if I like that.
It's not going to cut it.
To rely on him to do it all for you in the SEC, that's asking a lot of one guy in your football team.
And when you look at the rest of their schedule, right? Because you're going against a quarterback in Jackson Arnold who can't throw the ball. Or
doesn't rely on his skill to throw
I don't think he played bad today.
I think he played very well.
But, I mean, towards the end of the game, he turned it up. I would definitely say so. But one thing I want everybody to take a look at is starting after the South Carolina game. Look at their last 5 games of the season.
It's a cupcake schedule.
It's Ole Miss, Tennessee, at Alabama and Tennessee, and then you got Missouri and LSU. That is your last 5 games. You're going to be seeing some really good quarterbacks to finish out the season. And I don't think you can play the same type of football against those quarterbacks where you lack a rushing attack and you're going to leave those wide receivers on an island. So, I don't know, Sam. When I look at those last 5 games, there might be 2-3 losses there because things aren't going to get easier because after Kent State next week, they still have Texas and South Carolina. This is a hard schedule.
What's with Kent State, man? I mean, they just want to get beat by Florida State.
A nice little warm-up.
No, they're making a lot of money this year. They are. It's just the wrong way to do it.
That LSU game at the end of the season might decide who goes to Atlanta to play in the SEC championship game. But go ahead, Maddie.
Yeah, I mean, what I love about this football game, right, defensively, Oklahoma, 35th in the country, right, only allowing 96 rush yards per game, all right? And that was what was impressive about today. They held this rushing attack by Auburn to 67 yards, right? So they took away the best thing that they do. You know what they average a year so far this year? 242 yards. So to go with that average from 242 to 67, that's what I love about Brent Venables. And I know it's not like ideal to leave, these one-on-one receivers like that. But he is going to take away the best thing that you do every single time. Now, the question is the rest of that schedule that we saw. what do you do when you play Ole Miss and Trinidad and what he does, right? Some of the other teams like Lenora Sellers and all.
Aguilar, Tennessee,
Aguilar and Tennessee and what they do. So it's going to be really interesting to see how OU matches up with some of these high-powered offense because they don't just rely on one thing to be successful.